Happy, happy, happy. What's going on, y'all? So I think we got the Twitch going on. We got Twitch going on. So I just wanted to come on. This is like a quickie. Okay. So yes, I hit 1 million views. I can't believe it. But I definitely want you guys to continue watching my videos. Okay. I am gonna kind of start something, more on Twitch where we're just kind of chit chatting. Okay. Um, it's not like your regular classes that I want to do on the Twitch channel. It's just, us doing the chit chatting. It's kind of like a up there in age girly channel. So you guys make sure you subscribe to my channel, okay? It's Black Diamond Phoenix, okay? Go to my Twitch, okay? But I wanted to come on and definitely kind of appreciate everybody. It's the time is just getting away. I think my meeting is at 9 o'clock, but no, 9:30. It better be 9:30. But I'm having so much fun coming on. I wish I can be more consistent and come on, like most people who do their streaming, but it's kind of difficult for me to do that when I'm working at the same time. Uh, you guys go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Now, Twitch, I'm new, okay, and I've had the Twitch for a minute, and yeah, I'm saying I'm pretty much new to the Twitch, but I want you guys to stick with me on the Twitch, and we're gonna kind of keep it moving. Last time I did have the Twitch on, and for some reason I couldn't get uh, the chats, the tweets from the Twitch. So those of you who did chat with me on Twitch last time, come on over. I can see my chats now. Give me a hey, give me a holla. Okay. I don't know what happened before, but again, I just wanted to make sure I appreciated everybody for watching my videos. My videos on YouTube are mostly educational videos. I do put little videos up there to try to keep people laughing, try to keep people interested. Uh, but it's all about, doing what you want to do. When you guys get up in age, like Ms. Lambert, you figure out, those fun things that you like to do. And me, my most fun thing I know is so corny is reading and teaching and learning. And it sounds so corny when you say we never stop learning, but we actually, just kind of get that motivation to do more. When you get that momentum to say, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, don't let it die down and then you don't follow through. Follow through with whatever you want. You guys remember years ago, I don't have it in front of me, but I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna put it up next time. I think it's in the truck. When I had the banner that said I need 1,000 subscribers, and I literally used to put it on my car. So I'm telling you, when you guys hear these things and these people say they started this way, they started that way, it's it's the truth. It's real. When I started YouTube about 6 years ago, I didn't know anything about YouTube. I was never like a social media person like that. I knew internet, of course, as far as work is concerned, but I really didn't know anything else. I mean, I just knew, you go on, you do your work, you do this X, Y, Z, and you get off. But I think social media is taking over. The streamers, I love them. I get tips from them. They're literally teaching me how to do Twitch. I don't know what type of age group is going to be interested in what I have, but I mostly do teaching, like I said. And on the Twitch, when I start doing the Twitch, just kind of selfie with the Twitch. Right now, we are on YouTube and Twitch. And my YouTube channel is mostly educational. On the Twitch, I think I want to kind of make it more of a girly type of chat, guys too, but mainly just kind of us kind of chit chatting about what we're doing during the day. I haven't quite figured out the Twitch system yet and how that actually works. I watch a lot of them and I see what they do, and it's all about, communication. I mean, if you can communicate with the people, I mean, you can kind of keep it moving. Um, I think a lot of people who are home. I mean, like all of us, we troll, Twitter, we troll, TikTok, and if you can do that, you can talk to people. I mean, you have people out there that need somebody to talk to, you know. And I know one of the guys was like, he didn't want to do streaming. He'd rather do rap, and he wanted to do streaming. And Auntie would come in all the time, do the streaming, do the streaming, do the streaming, and that streaming got him more money in a certain amount of time that he would have got if he went back to rapping. So now he is streaming full time. And it's so crazy because he's an already well known person. So we know in about 2 weeks he already had like $30,000, not even 3 days. And like us, pretty much starting out on the Twitch, and kind of like the older version of Twitch. No, I don't have any needles. I'm not sewing anything. My gift is talking. So that's what I do. I kind of chit chat and kind of lead us in the right way. And again, I might be talking about mortgage. I might be talking about credit. I might be talking about something that probably happened to me in those same situations. I get a lot of questions about people asking me should they go to school, or what should they take, and different things like that. So a lot of that might be in my conversation. But my views on YouTube, I really, really appreciate the views that I did get for what I did put up there. I found that once I do a lot of shorts, you guys do look at the shorts. I really appreciate you guys looking at the shorts. I put shorts up that I laugh about or that I might be interested in, and those are the kind of shorts that I put up. If I see something that makes me fall out and crack up, I put the short on there for you guys to also look at. Like I said, my channel is not all about us just working and trying to learn how to do the coding. I want to see you guys laughing and smiling. You have to be cheerful when you're learning to do something. You have to be cheerful, even if you had a bad day. Social media has so many things on there. I'm telling you, nobody should be lonely at all. I don't care if you have a husband, you have a boyfriend, you have a girlfriend. Social media has came along so much. It's amazing. Even people like my age. I mean, who would think in a million years that I would even be thinking about YouTube, Twitch, or anything like that? I found it to be so social, and you talk to so many different people. I'm on Twitter so much. I'm literally auntie, and either I'm auntie or legend. So those are my two names, on Twitter when I'm on there. And again, they're the ones who show me what I need to do. They show me how to do Twitch. They show me how to, incorporate what I need to in my chats. The two differences between what we're gonna do on the Twitch is pretty much I'm talking girl talk. I'm talking about things that we do as women, things that women do at my age. What are you thinking about? I have women ask me, why should they still do maintenance? Why should they say, well, of course, you should never stop doing maintenance. I don't care if you're 70 years old. If your hands is able and done, get your eyebrows done. If you could pick up them tweezers, go ahead and start picking. Don't ever let yourself go. Listen, I don't care if you are in the house by yourself. Go in the bathroom and fix yourself up and carry on with your day. It doesn't matter if nobody's around you. Once you lose that drive to be who you can be, it slows you down. Now you lax. You going out, you decide with no lipstick on, your hair is just not done. Don't ever forget that. You don't need to have a man or a boyfriend or anything like that to keep yourself up. So, I get that in my DM a lot. Not from YouTube, from my other, social. YouTube, you guys are normally asking me about the coding and the classes. And that's why I said, let me kind of jump on and definitely show you respect for giving me my views, because you couldn't tell me in a million years, 6 years ago, that I would have a million views. Like I said, I'm gonna find that flyer that I have where I need 1,000 subscribers, and I saw it the other day. I threw it in the truck, but I swear I cracked up on it. But again, when you hear people saying, how they thrive to get to where they want to, they're telling the truth. You can't expect something to happen overnight. You have to plan it, make your goals, and just keep on doing it. Like I said, the guy that I was talking to, and he didn't want to do like the streaming or whatever, but like I said, he ended up doing streaming, and I mean he's pushing $20,000 in less than 7 days, and that's because he's already well known. He's already well known person. And it's not to say that you can't do it either. I mean, what we talk about on YouTube is, like I said, it's not just, the billing and the coding. You guys just make sure you follow that playlist, and you will learn how to do medical billing. You will learn how to do coding. Your books is there. You have a free entry book up to 35%. Go ahead and use them. On the Twitch channel, I think I want to gear it towards something other than school. I did change the handle for the Twitch, and I changed the handle for the Twitch because I wanted the handle to be the same handle on my Twitter. So that's the reason why I changed that. And I couldn't get the handle that I wanted um, on Twitch, so I just kind of bumped it and changed it a little bit. Okay, but it's generally, same thing. Black Phoenix is the same thing. Black Phoenix, y'all know my store is Black Phoenix Team Mouse. And Black Phoenix Team Mouse is, again, it's not about any type of race or anything. It's just about Black Diamond Phoenix doing what she needs to do. Okay, that's what it's about. It's about all of us, each one teach one. So go on Black Diamond Phoenix. That is my Twitch, and I'm going to start talking about things not related to school on that channel. I will be answering questions on that channel as it relates to school, because you guys know my reason for making that online program is so that people will not have to get a student loan for billing and coding. Billing and coding, again, you can teach yourself billing and coding. Learn how to do it. You have to pass an exam in order to be a certified professional coder. So that's what you're doing. You're passing your exam. You guys see that short that I put up there? The young lady passed the exam. I'd be more excited than they do. When my students say, "I did it, Miss Lambert," that's what I'm talking about. Those are the kind of words that I like to hear. Okay, when I see that go down, it just makes me have more motivation. It makes me have more momentum to make sure that you get to where you want to. And as a teacher, it's not just me. When we see our students taking advantage of what we are giving them, and then they hit their goal based on what we are giving them, that is the glory that we get at the end of the class. You see what I'm saying? So, and all teachers to me are really the same. We really care about our students, and we give them more than we think they should have. Because in every corner of an educational institution, there's learning. If you go to the end of the hall, there's something on the wall. It's about learning. You go to the cafeteria, there's something on the wall about learning. You know why they do that in schools? Because it's a form of retaining. It's a form of retaining. You see this, you retain. You see that, you retain. You walking down the hall, there I go, retaining. It's a form of education. And all educators have that same intuition. They want to put stuff all over the school, because that's how our students retain. You guys see all these thumbnails that I put up? I put up many different thumbnails to help you retain, the information. Every book that is for my class, I've already put it up there. Okay, I did the chat a few minutes ago. It's pretty much a happy Valentine's Day chat, and it is talking about some things in there. But our regular class is going to be, again, the same Monday, Friday, and Saturday. If you guys don't see me come on chat, it doesn't mean that you're not going to do class. It means that you're going to archive one of my chats, and you're going to still do your work. Because sometimes I do have to move chats around when something comes up. In about 20 minutes, I'll have a Zoom. So I did this one today because we're going to do regular class tomorrow. And of course, I wanted to definitely thank you guys. And I want you guys to, tell your friends, tell your friends about the class, especially if you know somebody who is going to school for billing and coding. I can help them. I mean, just because they're not in the classroom don't mean you can't help anybody. But the goal is to get you guys to pass your CPC. And like I said, on Twitch, we're going to be talking about different things. I have a lot of people asking me, age always seems to be the main thing people ask me. She thinks she can't do this. She thinks, oh no, I can't do that now. I'm too old. I can't. If I hear one more person tell me that, do not say that. I have people who just, once they're finished, once they're retired, they're done, and then they say they want to do something else, and then they say, oh no, that's too much, I can't do that. It's not too much. You can do it. It's just like reading. You're reading whatever you want to. When you read the Bible, you get used to what's in there, and you just keep reading, and next thing you know, you're reciting it without it. It's the same thing with the CPC guide. I know I'm using that and that together, but it just takes perseverance to do what you need to do, especially if you guys are already in the hospital. If you're already in the hospital, this is just taking you up a notch. Let me tell you this: if you're already in the hospital, if you're charge entry clerk, if you're reception, if you're in medical billing, go to the intranet. I'm pretty sure your hospital. Now, this ain't going to be in the physician office because most physician offices are owned by physicians and they're not putting out that kind of money. Hospitals work by grants, hospitals work by federal grants. Hospitals, some of them are nonprofit, they get tons of grants, and some of them are not. They get tons of money from everybody else. Look at the internet. They have an educational tool on the internet. I know Trinity does and Duke does. Okay, I'm pretty sure Northwell does too. Okay, but check the hospital that you're in. They always have a training tool on there that will also help you with the CPC. Okay, you need to have your CPC guideline. Okay, have your CPC guide with you when you come to class tomorrow, because you got. I always kind of relate to that. Tomorrow, I've been kind of rushing through the class. I don't know. I've been rushing through the class. Tomorrow, I think I have nothing scheduled for tomorrow at the time I'm going to do your class. The Sapphire classes are from 9 to 2. But tomorrow that class is going to be late. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and do the video for the YouTube. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the video on the YouTube because tomorrow's a holiday. When the kids are out of school at XYZ, I don't really do class in the Sapphire Academy. Okay, so YouTube, you're going to take that slot from Sapphire Academy tomorrow. Hopefully, I can get in there before 10. But the gist of it is for you not to get a student loan, especially for something that um, I could hire you with a degree. Of course, I can. I can hire you as a biller. I can't hire you as a coder. Once you pass your CPC, I can hire you as a coder in that sense. Now, y'all know me. I hire without that. I hire without that. If my coder can pass to him, and that last chat that I did, I put that test up there. I put it up there in the link for you guys. If you guys want to mess around with a HIM test, that's the kind of test that they give you when you go for a coding job, and it's an entrance coding exam. So that's what I put up there. That's the same test that I use. But as long as she can pass that, I give her 90 days to actually take the CPC. And I do that to give the girls a chance to start building up money to pay that $400 for that test. And you still have to be a member. So that's the reason why I don't want to have you guys get a student loan for something that I need you to take a test for, but you still can learn how to do medical billing. But generally, and in medical billing, you're going to read the books, you're going to do the work. She's going to stand in front of the board. The same thing that we do online. It is the same thing. You just have to do the work. You have to set time for yourself. And like I said, the differences between the Twitch that we're getting ready to do, which I do Twitch all the time. You guys probably don't know that. Every time I have a class, Twitch is already on. Okay, but I'm going to start separating Twitch from here, and then I'm going to move this chat from Twitch to another one. Okay, because Twitch, we're going to start talking about different stuff on Twitch. I do have a couple of people that have Twitch asking me for classes on there, but I think they can kind of jump over to here for the classes because here, the classes, you can archive them. When I don't have class, you can archive your chats. Okay, in the playlist, the chats are in order. If you look at that thumbnail that I have out there, the chats that I do are in that exact order. I don't have it in front of me here, but look at one of those thumbnails, and if you go on my website, you can also see that schedule. So that schedule that's up there in that thumbnail, that's my real schedule. That's exactly what I teach in Sapphire Academy. The only difference with you guys is you're not getting as much as they get at the Sapphire Academy. You're getting more or less introductory classes, and we're putting you in the right place. And you're still getting the homework. You still need to do your summaries. You still need to do the same. It's just at a lower level. That's all. I'm still trying to figure out how to give you documents. I think I figured it out. Um, but I don't know if you can actually get them or not. Okay. And somebody asked me, I think, about the billing and coding Q&A book. I also put that link in that last chat that I did. That book is $40, but that book is a courtesy to YouTube. So you guys can go ahead and get that book from there. It's in the ebook. I put the link on the chat I did before this one. So, and especially if you guys do have questions, make sure you let me know, DM me. I have found a couple of questions that I might have missed. I did not see today. So I did answer back. Okay, if you guys send me something and I don't answer back, feel free to go ahead and send it to me again. I mean, there are times when I might have missed it, okay? And I don't want to miss any chats, okay? I want y'all to make sure y'all give me y'all questions, okay? My email is physicians at sapphirephysiciancoding.com if y'all want to email me. I'm gonna put it on the side. So make sure, I don't know what that is. Make sure that put it up here. Some of y'all know me. I've had the same email forever. There you go. So, what I have also did was the link for that video. I did put it on the side. I don't know. I didn't put anything below this one because this is not a regular class. Okay, this is just us just kind of talking. But you see, I start getting tied up in the class, and this is supposed to be a thank you so much for my million views. But y'all know I'm gonna get caught up in the class anyway. But um, I want you to just make sure you get that book. So if anybody does want that book is for people who don't know much about the coding, okay? Or you might know somebody who wants to know about the coding, okay? And it's free. Okay, that book is free for you too. So if it's TikTok or one of y'all or something like that that wants to look at that book, you're gonna have to go through that chat. So that's your last chat, and then I have one below. So every single chat that I've done for you guys this past, I don't know, over a year, that book is actually there. Okay, so you guys really don't have to get that book. But for Amazon or the other books, yeah, you do need to get that book. If you want hard copy, yeah, you need to go to Amazon and get that book. Okay, so just make sure that if you can't email me, if you go to my website, you can also message me from there, from the website. If you see something on the website that you're not clear on, let me know. I'll also put the link to YouTube on the website so people can click on that and come straight to the YouTube. So I've got to get you guys, to just continue watching. I need you guys to just continue watching. The more you watch, the more I can give you. I can give you more time. I have figured out, like I said, how to post things to you. And I think the links that I created is okay. But I think YouTube is expanding so much. They may eventually, I'm pretty sure, find a way where you can do a link. Now, they've got the new class playlist. I don't see what purpose of it is for. So y'all's chats is not in there, okay? Y'all chats are not in there. I just have them in a regular playlist. There is one in there I think I did change. I don't know what it is, but I don't utilize that. I just utilize, the regular ones, regular playlists, okay? So, again, the Twitch channel is a channel that I want to jump off. Make sure I want you guys to subscribe to the Twitch channel, okay? Make sure you subscribe to the Twitch channel. It might be stuff you want to talk about, maybe not. It's stuff that you probably won't talk about that we won't talk about on YouTube. Like, this is my Twitch channel. I'm putting it up here. I have things that, I might talk about on Twitch that I would not talk about, on YouTube. Um, no, it ain't nothing like that. It's just, certain stuff you want to talk about, certain stuff you don't. And sometimes people ask me stuff that has nothing to do with class. It's not nothing fresh or anything like that, but it's women stuff, and nothing's wrong with that. You have women that's at home that don't have anybody to talk to. Okay? Okay, so that's the handle over there. I'm going to put it up there like that. All right, so y'all watching this, make sure y'all open up the chat panel, okay? I need y'all to subscribe to my Twitch. I actually don't even know how it goes yet. I mean, I went on it a couple of times, but mainly not directly, and I'm just doing Twitch. I do the YouTube and the Twitch. But my YouTube is geared towards the classes. That's what we're doing on the on the YouTube. On the Twitch, some of my guys that are on my Twitter, they be trying to show me stuff, but I that you know the one thing is that when we do get older and we're trying to hang with the kids and we're trying to hang with the young ones, it takes us a minute to get it. Okay, it takes a minute to get it. Um, and I mean, like I have every single thing that you could think of to have to do it. And just thought of just kind of being on streaming for hours a day. What the heck are you going to talk about? I mean, and and then I see them, and my guy, what's his name? He's kind of older. He's kind of like my age, and he's very cool. He's very cool, and he has to Twitch, and he be trying to tell me stuff, but I'm still trying to catch on, to how he does it, and again, he was, back in the days, he was a boxer, and he said that he decided to retire, and lo and behold, what did he do? He decided to do the Twitch, and he'd be the first one just start with this, start with that. Doesn't matter how many people's on there. To me, I think of the Twitch. You guys open up the chat panel. I think the Twitch as a social page. And I have so many women DMing me, and they're asking me stuff that have nothing to do with coding. That's why I decided to go ahead and do the Twitch page. So I'm trying to grow that page. You guys make sure you go on that. It's Black Diamond Phoenix, and this is about us as women. I'm pretty sure I have men on my channel when you guys review, but the Twitch is mainly towards women, us. I don't care how old you are. Sometimes you have a question. Sometimes you want to ask something. Sometimes you just want to kind of be around somebody that's your age. Sometimes you just want to kind of ask a question that you wouldn't ask your sister, you know. And I answer those questions. You know how you guys DM me and you guys ask me questions about the coding, and I always kind of answer it, in class. These questions I don't answer in class. I send back messages directly, okay? Because I'm telling you, you'll be so surprised at how many people are alone, and social media is all they have. Many years ago, when I really wasn't abreast that much on social media, and TD Jakes, he mentioned on Oprah, there's a lot of people out there that don't have nothing to do. And you know what he said? Open up a social media, do social media and talk. And I thought that was kind of weird for a pastor to be saying. And back then, it was like, it was also about this, social media. Oh, don't do social media. Oh, they do this, they do that. And look how social media has prospered. You have people. I watched a guy's Twitch the other day, and somebody was on there, and it was like they're just tired of this. They done. They don't want to be bothered with none of this no more. I mean, they was really out of here. And he, in his chat, I mean, literally live talked this person out of, feeling like that was his last day. And I'm telling you, you'd be surprised. If you're ready for somebody to come at you like that, talk to you. I mean, you seeing what they're typing up on the screen, and hopefully, you can catch something like that if somebody typed that to you. But I'm saying that to say, to me, the importance of people being engaged, the importance of people talking and socializing. I mean, if you sitting home and you looking at the four walls, you're gonna have to stop that, because you get into a routine like that, and then you just won't come out of it. You just won't come out of it. I know people who just used to just go to work, come home, get ready for tomorrow, and go to work, come home. I used to be like that too. I'm telling you, from 3 o'clock in the morning, I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, do my routine, head for my coffee. I gotta have 2 cups in the morning by the time I walk out the door. But it's just like I had a full day before I went to work. When I come back, same routine. It's the same routine. I'm getting ready for in the morning. I'm up at 3 o'clock. I'm having my full day until I'm walking out the door at 6:30. You know, and that's pretty much your full day. You'd be surprised at how many people are like that and have a full day like that. It's just unbelievable. I mean, if you have, if you have an idol, if you have, somebody that you like to watch or somebody that put it on, put it on. And and a lot of people say, they want you to, stop doing, like the scrolling and stuff like that. But people be surprised. People who do all this scrolling on Twitter and stuff like that, that's how they stay busy. I mean, that's how they stay busy. I mean, I wouldn't say stop it because it's entertainment. What's on TV now? Nothing. What's on TV? No, I can go on Twitter and find more news on Twitter than I can waiting for CNN to talk about the same thing over and over and all day, over and over and over. I honestly think, I don't know about the rest of them, but Twitter, the people post stuff on Twitter so fast way before the news channels. And something going on with CNN. See, what is it? CNN, where it keeps blacking in and out. I don't know what's wrong, but anyway, I'd be the first one to look at my Twitter. When I get I do marketing in the morning, so of course I'm going to be on Twitter. I'm on all social media from Snapchat to WhatsApp or early in the morning. That's the first thing I do when I get up. You have to have a routine as to what you're going to do. You know, I hear, a lot of the kids, not kids, but a lot of, people saying, even, I mean, you talking about 25 and 26 years old, talking about they're going to sleep in their car so they can save money. I don't see nothing wrong with that. The guy came on today and he did like a video of people. Let me tell you, if you got a vehicle and you're trying to build your business and you're trying to save your money and you all right with that, who's to judge you to say you can't sleep in your car? I don't understand that. If you've got an area and those people let you stay in that area, what's the problem? When you do something like that, y'all remember when I took my road trip? Y'all remember when I took my road trip? I had what is that thing? The gym. I just do the gym, and I had like the little pack, and I showed y'all how to use the bathroom when you got to go to the bathroom. I couldn't wait till it was over, but I'm gonna tell you right now, as long as they got a setup and they can go from place to place, I don't see nothing wrong with it. If she could save $1,000 sleeping in her car, what's the problem? What is the problem? And y'all know me, I'll do something so I can see how they are. I like to walk in other people's shoes. I like to walk in other people's shoes so I can see, let me see how it really is. So that's when I took the road trip. When I take a road trip, it's usually from, Georgia to New York or, something like that. But it took me about 3 days. It took me about 3 days. It usually should take me 3 days anyway, because I gotta stop. Because normally I'll stop, I go to the hotel, and then I keep it moving. But I didn't stop. I didn't stop at the hotel. I stopped in, I think, North Carolina, and I went to eat. But I had my little thing I made, to go to the bathroom and stuff. And I kept wondering how, I don't know how they do this. I was so tempted to go to the hotel. I just kind of stayed up all night. But eventually I went to sleep. But I can understand what they are saying. Why pay $2,000 a month when they can do that and save that? Now, I don't know about us as an up in age, but you got to do what you got to do. If you have a goal to do something, just do it. Just plan it and just do it. If it doesn't work, start something else. I was talking to somebody the other day about, jobs and resumes and stuff like that. And look at that chat before this one, y'all. When I do these things here, I market on these things right here. I have about five of these. I'm in contact with about almost 62 medical billing schools. That's why I know what they do. And this is how I keep in touch with them. You see this? Those little stickies right there, you can do the same thing when you pop out resumes. When I'm pretty much doing my marketing and stuff, I do marketing on social media online. Yeah, I know I do that. But I still have to go to schools and facilities and things like that. Use that as a guide when you're putting out your resume. You don't have to always go on Indeed or something like that, because y'all know I don't have Trust Indeed no more. I don't know crazy stuff going on Indeed. But I mean, you still can use it, I guess. I ain't saying use it now, but I'm just saying. You can still send out your resume the old fashioned way. Okay? Sit in the back of your car Plug in your plug, put your printer back there, and work. Let me tell you, I seen a girl with a straight. She had a straight office in the back of her truck. I was in Piedmont Park, and she wasn't parked in the park. She was outside, and I don't know what they had. It was something going on in Piedmont Park one day. But anyway, she had a table back there, and I mean, she was literally working. I was like, now she can do that. She literally has an office right there. Imagine what's going to happen in about 5 or 10 years. People are going to find a way. They're going to find a way. But, I'm saying that to say, never say never. And the new Twitch channel, that's the kind of stuff we're going to talk about. That's what we're going to see. BPTU is Black Phoenix Team Us. It has nothing to do with color. It's all of us. Everybody learning from each other. Okay? Everybody learning from each other. And the Phoenix flies. The Phoenix flies away. Okay? The Phoenix flies over buildings. And that's what y'all are going to do. Okay? Fly over buildings. Okay? If it doesn't work out, the Phoenix calms down. He goes down and he looks for something else to do. Okay? That's what the Phoenix is. Make sure y'all do what you say you're going to do. If you need help, you got to reach out. Oh, shoot. It's 9:30. Okay, y'all. I got to go into a meeting at 9:30. But I have to cut this short. I'm already late. I want y'all to continue on. Join that Twitter, Black Diamond Phoenix. Anybody new on the coding class, make sure you guys just start. Just start. I'm going to try to see you guys at 10 o'clock in the morning. You guys have a good night. I hope y'all had a good Valentine's Day. Okay?